Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on June 30th. Let's jump right into these charts and see what happened across the markets today. Did see a continued supportive action across the cattle market. August live cattle here to start us off. Today we had price breaking down off that opening range, pulling right back into the midpoint of Friday's range. This is a good spot to be picking up leftover buyers. Some of the leftover buyers that maybe missed the bus on Friday, able to get back on board here, showing good support at that midpoint and right around this 20-day average with that low at 211 and a quarter. Price rallying off of there, putting in a high at 214 and a half, and settling just right there around 214. Good action by the bulls here today. Good supportive action, picking this thing back up and closing above Friday's high as a win. Expect to see continued upside from here. Look to see this market press up towards 216 tomorrow if we're able to get rallies above that 214 and a half. Should snap right up to 216 in a hurry. That's going to be a spot we're going to be looking for a bit of a battle, but this big picture uptrend remains intact. Be looking for the bulls to press through that here by the end of the week and be marching up here towards all-time highs. Jump over to the feeder market now. A little bit more strength here compared to the fats today, but nonetheless a very nice day, healthy day in the cattle market. Feeders pulling back here as well a little bit, dipping down into Friday's range off that gap higher, but immediately rallying back and pushing up towards the high of the day at 311.27. Having a nice strong close, looking like this next leg higher is underway. Bulls are going to be rolling here above 308 in this feeder market, so we'll be looking for all-time highs to come here pretty quick. Over to the corn market now. We are on this December contract as the front month now that July rolled off the back last month. Today we just had a pretty choppy action, price swinging back and forth across our both our bull and bear pivots here today. Not a whole lot of excitement, just a lot of indecision here while this market is digesting this recent leg lower. If we do continue to get some fall through below 423 tomorrow, we should see this market continue back down into contract lows. Be looking for this price to start driving down towards the $4 mark. Crude oil prices continue to balance out, hanging in a tight little $2 range here. Today's range only $1.30, but over the past 4 days, price just bouncing here between 64.5 and 66.5. Price is looking a little heavy after stalling out here at the 65. If we start to get offers tomorrow below 64.5, look for this thing to flush down towards 60, and downtrend territory here below 64.5. So we could get more of a bearish bias if we see this breakdown here before the end of the week. Over to the equity markets, prices continue to climb. Nice low volatility uptrend here as this equity market remains strong. S&P and the Nasdaq both pushing into new all-time highs. Dow is trying to play catch up here, but equity markets are looking strong and healthy. That's all we got for tonight. Everyone have a good evening.